Good day, my viewers. Okay, so I welcome you to the music class, and we shall be looking at the rudiment of music. We shall be looking at some elements in music. So today, let's begin by describing what music is. Some scholars have described music as the combination of well-organized sound that is pleasant to the ear. So the emphasis is on well-organized sound, okay, and it has to be pleasant, okay, to the ear. So this is one definition. So I take that again. Music is the combination of well-organized sound that is pleasant to the ear. Okay, so there's another description of music, which is the arrangement so I will not write everything. Arrangement of regular and irregular vibrations. Okay, so this is vibration. So the arrangement of regular and irregular vibrations that is that appeals, okay, that appeals. So you have appeals to the sense of hearing. Okay, so it has to appeal to the sense of hearing. So let's go back to the first definition. So music really is well organized. So when you look at what we call music today, you will observe that some of the things we call music are not really music, because some of them are noise. Okay, so but music has to do with well organized. So it is the bringing together of two or more elements, okay, to produce something. We could also make use of one element, okay, to produce music. So you could produce music on your guitar, you could produce music on your keyboard, and we can also bring this together to harmonize music. Okay, so that's just the description of what music is. So in music, we have various musical instruments. We have the piano, we have the organ, and we have the keyboard, the electric keyboard. We have the drum set, we have the guitar, we have euphonium, we have trumpet, we have different classes of saxophone. So those are various instruments. We have the recorder, we have the flute. Those are various instruments in music. Today, I don't want to focus on the classes of musical instruments we have. So when next we'll be having this class, I will focus on the various classes of musical instruments. Today, I want us to examine together the method of writing music on paper. And in this class, we shall focus on clefs. We shall focus on staff. And that will take us to the great staff. So method of writing music on paper, we shall focus on the clef, staff, and the great staff. The clef in music, for your level, we have basically two types of clef, okay, for your level. So the first one is the treble or G clef, and the second one is the bass or F clef. Okay, so we have the treble or G clef, we have the bass or F clef. Now let me quickly draw the symbol of each clef. For the treble clef, so it looks something like this. Looks like this. Begins with a small dot, okay, and you roll it downward and it goes upward, then back, it goes downward. So this is the treble clef. So I will take the drawing again. So this is the treble clef. So let us look at the bass or F clef. There's no such thing as bars. It is bass, okay? Bass or F clef. So the bass clef looks like this. Begins also with a dot. Then it's like this. It's like trying to write a 2, okay? So then you have the colon here. So I will take the drawing again. So please follow me. Then the colon. So this is the bass clef. This is the treble clef. So you have the bass clef here, you have the treble clef here. Now let us look at the staff. Staff in music consists of 5 lines and 4 spaces. So let us number it. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What we just numbered now are the lines. So you have line 1, you have line 2, you have line 3, line 4, and line 5. So we have 5 lines, okay? 5 lines. Now, in between each line, in between each of the lines, you have spaces. So when you look at line 1 and line 2, there's a space here. So this is space 1. Between line 2 and line 3, there's a space here. This is space 2. Between line 3 and line 4, there's a space here. This is space 3. Between line 4 and line 5, there's a space. This is space 4. Okay, so we could now say that we have 4 spaces and 5 lines. These lines and spaces have names, okay, but we are yet to determine the names of each of the lines. Now, in music, we make use of the first 7 capital letters of the English alphabet, okay, the first 7 block letters of the English alphabet to write music on paper. So the first 7 capital letters of the English alphabet are A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Can we number them together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so these are the first 7 capital letters of the English alphabet. Now we have these letters, okay, positioned on this staff, okay, in various ways. So, but this staff is useless as it is, because in order for us to make use of our staff, we need to position a particular clef on it. And don't forget, we've spoken about the treble or G clef and the bass or F clef. So now we are going to position, let's begin by positioning the treble clef on this staff. So the positioning of the treble clef on the staff begins on the second line. So that your dot begins on the second line, then you move up gradually, then it comes down, then it goes back up above the 5th line, then you bring it back below the 1st line. Have you seen it? I will try it again. Follow me this time around. Watch closely as I take the drawing again. So it begins on the second line, your dot, it moves gradually and it goes up, then you come down below the 1st line. So this is the treble clef has been positioned on the staff. Now that we have positioned the treble clef on the staff, the name of the staff changes. It becomes not just the staff, but the name changes to the treble staff. The treble staff. Why is it the treble staff? Because we have positioned the treble clef on the staff. If it was the bass clef we positioned on the staff, it becomes the bass staff. So the staff takes the name of any clef that is positioned on it. So very quickly, let us look at the names of the lines and the spaces. Don't forget, I told you that this is treble clef I'm talking about the clef alone now, not the complete drawing. So I told you that this is the treble or G clef. Now it is G clef because the drawing begins on note G. Okay, so it takes the name G, okay, wherever it goes. So the beginning of the drawing is an indication of the note of the clef. So this, since we have the picture, okay, position, or the beginning of the positioning of the clef began on the second line. This is line 1, this is line 2. So this is telling us that this is G. This line is G. Now in music, we move in ascending and descending order. When we move in ascending, means we are going forward. When we move in descending order, we move backwards. Okay, so this is ascending and descending. Ascending is moving forward, descending is moving backward. Okay, now when you look at this is G. In order for us to complete the remaining lines and spaces, we would do either of two things: move forward following this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, or move backwards. So let's begin by moving forward from G. If we are to move from G, what will be the next note? We have 7 capital letters, so you cannot have H, so it stops at 7. Now the idea is, if you are to keep writing this, you write A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now when you get to G, you begin again, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. When you get to G, you will begin again, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So it keeps repeating itself. Okay, now we have G here as the first. Okay, at least looking at the treble staff here, we have G. So we need to find the name of this space. We need to find the name of this line. We need to find the name of line 3, line 4, line 5, space 2, space 3, and space 4. Okay, now when we ascend from G, the next note would be A. Don't forget, I told you that we keep repeating the number from A to G, A to G. Once you get to G, you will start again from A. So the next note after this G is A. So the name of the second space is A. The next note after A is B. That tells you that the name of line 3 is B. The next note after B is C. That tells you that the name of space 3 is C. The next note after C is D. Okay, that tells you that the name of line 4 is D. The next note after D is E. So the name of space 4 is E. The next note after E is F. And that is the last note, okay, on the staff. Now we are left with the first 2 before G. So you have space 1. We are yet to identify the name on space 1 as well as the name on line 1. So now we have to move backward. We have to descend from G. So when we descend from G, the next note will be F. So when we descend from F, the next note would be E. Do you understand that? So we started on G. So G took us to A. So you have G, A, B, C, D, E, F. So when you look at this, let's look at this together. We started on E. You will discover that it is the same first 7 capital letters of the English alphabet that we are repeating from E to F. So you have E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, and F. Do you understand that? Now, in order for you to understand better, there's an acronym for the names of the lines and space of the treble staff. So this is for the treble staff. That of the bass staff is not the same. So for the treble staff, we have, for the names of the lines of the treble staff, we have E, G, B, D, F. So the acronym is every good boy deserves deserves favor. Every good boy deserves favor. That's the names of the lines. So for the space of the treble staff, we have something simple. We have face. So you should remember face. So for the names of the space, don't forget we have 4 space. That's you have 4 letters. You have 5 lines. You have 5 letters. So every good boy deserves favor for the lines. Then FACE, face, for the names of the space. So let's take a look at the base staff. Now this is just a staff. That's why you have the staff. So this does not have any clef written on it. So it is the staff. It is staff. Okay, and it is useless unless we place a clef on it. So the positioning of the clef on the staff, or the base clef on the staff, begins on the 4th line. So don't forget, this is line 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. So it begins on line 1. So let's go to line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5. The positioning of the base clef or F clef begins on line 4. Okay, line 4. So your dot, then it goes something like this, and it goes, all right. So then you have your colon here. Your colon positioned, and you have your line 4 in between the colon. Have you seen it? So we started from line 4, then it goes up, then it comes down. Okay, then you draw your colon. Okay, having your line 4 in between. So I told you that this is base. Okay, so this becomes the base staff. So this is base clef. I'm talking about the symbol alone now. This is base or F clef. So that tells you, just like the treble staff, that this is F. Since we started the drawing from the 4th line, anywhere you begin the drawing from, okay, so that tells you the name of the letter name of the whichever, maybe it is space or the line. So this is F. So don't forget, we use the same method. The first 7 capital letters of the English alphabet. So we descend this way, we ascend by moving forward. So let's go forward, let's ascend. A step further from F, it take you to G. From G, you begin again, it take you to A. So you have F, G, and A already. So in order for us to get the remaining names of the lines and spaces before F, you will descend. So from F, moving backwards, this gives you E. Okay, when you move backward, this gives you D. When you move backward, this gives you C. When you move backward, this gives you B. Okay, then this gives you A. So from A, you move backward, this gives you G. All right, so you have, for the names of the lines of the base staff, you have G, B, D, F, A. So the acronym, just turn it around. You have good boy, deserves favor, always. Good boy deserves favor, always. And for the space, you have ascend. All cow eat grass. All cow eat grass. So there's something called the great staff. The great staff is the combination of the treble and the bass staff. Okay, so we have, so that's 5 lines. So instead of having 5 lines for the staff, we have 10 lines, 5 for each of the staff. So this is 5 lines. Okay, so let's have another 5 lines. So 5 lines at the top, 5 lines here. Okay, so let's position our treble So the treble staff is always above. Okay, so you have the treble here for the great staff. So you have your treble staff here. Okay, and then you have your bass here. Okay, then you have a breeze or bracket bringing them together, and then yes, it is together here. So the names, let us write out the names of the lines and spaces. Don't forget this is F. Okay, so but because we've written it before, so you should know by now that this is G. So let's just follow the 7 capital letters of the English alphabet. We'll keep repeating them till we get to the last note. So you have G, A, B, C, D, E. Are you following? F, G, A, B, C, D, because this is E. Okay, this is E. So you can't just jump from A to B, since you already know that the first line for the treble staff is E. Okay, let me do it this way. So this is A. Okay, just ignore this place. So just go to E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. So you have E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, right? For every good boy deserves favor, F-A-C-E. Then you have good boy deserves favor always, okay? And then all cow is grass. But between A and E, some notes are missing. Okay, so you have A. From A, when you ascend, you move to B. Okay, then there's something called the middle C here. Okay, then from C, you move to D, then from D to E. So this is the middle C. Do you understand? Now the great staff consists of 10 lines and how many spaces? 8. So this is the great staff. I hope you enjoyed the class. See you next time.